Hello everyone, my name is Afreen Rahman, and in this episode of Datagiri, we'll talk about linear regression. In fact, a very layman introduction to linear regression. Now, when your data follows a straight line trend, linear regression is your friend. Now, linear regression attempts to model the relationship between two variables by fitting a linear equation. Linear means a straight line to the observed data. Now, one variable is considered to be an explanatory variable. For example, it could be your income, and the other is considered to be a dependent variable, which can be, in example case, your expenses. Now, what linear regression does is simply tell us the value of the dependent variable for an arbitrary independent or explanatory variable. Example, Twitter revenues based on number of Twitter users, right? So from a machine learning context, it is a simple model one can try out on your data. If you have a hunch that the data follows a straight line trend, linear regression can give you quick and reasonably accurate results, right? Simple predictions are all cases of linear regression. Now, we first observe the trend and then predict based on the trend. Example, how hard you must brake, depending on the distance of the car ahead of you. Now, not all situations will follow a linear trend. Though, example, the rise of Bitcoin from 2015 to 2016 was linear. But in 2017, it suddenly became exponential. So post 2017, Bitcoin would not be predicted well by linear regression. Hence, it is important to understand that even though linear regression can be the first attempt at understanding the data, it may not always be ideal. Now, here's how we do linear regression. Number one, we plot our dependent variable on the y-axis against the independent variable on the x-axis. Number two, we try to plot a straight line and measure correlation. Number three, we keep changing the direction of our straight line until we get the best correlation. And number four, we extrapolate from this line to find new values on y-axis. Now, to explain all this, I'll try to give you an example, right? Now, example could be beer control, right? So linear regression is at its core a method to find values for parameters that like I said, represent a line, right? Now, the equation here is y is equal to mx plus c, right? And I'll give you exactly what this mx plus c and y exactly stand on your screen right now. But right now, focus on the figure that you have on your screen for the beer control. Now, if you focus on the figure on the screen, let's say you decide to become conscious of how much you drink, how much we all drink, right? What do you see in this figure, right? How many beers roughly do you drink each month? A simple look will show you drinks are roughly 9 to 10 pints per month, which is not bad. Now, how do you expect the trend line to look like? How many beers at the end of the year if you are following this trend of 8 to 9 pints, right? Now, a simple linear regression will show what we could clearly see on this particular figure, right? So the calculation is there. Now, C is a very small number, so for now we will ignore it. Now look at the line equation. It tells us that every month we drink approximately 10.027 beers. That's the trend. Now, I derived this equation in the MS PowerPoint, but how can we do this mathematically is also now shown on your screen right now. So see, that is how we will, kind of calculate. You have to be very, very sure that your data is visually, representatable, in a straight line. Only then will this be, this would be the right approach to go. So what is clear is that linear regression is a simple approach to predict, based on data that follows a linear trend. It follows, that we will fail rather drastically if we were to fit a sine curve or a circular data set, right? Now, linear regression is always a good step. The data is visually linear for a beginner, and it is definitely a first learning objective. Well, we tried to break down linear regression simple. I hope this video was informative enough. Do check in tomorrow for more videos. And this is Afreen Rahman signing off.